Hey, what's up? It's another rock hard tale of the tape, best of cassettes. Doug Torch Branson with you, and we're going to take a look at the Four Horsemen. Nobody said it was easy. Boy, that was a very fitting title for this release too. That came out in 1991. But there's a crazy backstory, and I actually was delayed for a couple years because lead singer Frank C. Starr was actually in jail on drug-related charges. So it was supposed to be out in '89, something like that, but it got pushed back. The band was started by Haggis. He was the touring bassist for The Cult, also in Zodiac Mind Warp. So he kind of got things rolling with this band. And then they had all kinds of problems. I mean, it's kind of like a country song. Yeah, Frank C. Starr, he was arrested, so it delayed the album. And then after the album was out, he was arrested again. So he was put into prison apparently for another year, which obviously hurt the touring and promotion of this album. This was ahead of its time in a weird way because it was kind of a retro sound too. Definitely a bluesier album, kind of a southern rock feel to it. But, you know, if it came out today, it'd probably be under the stoner rock genre just because it's very bluesy, got a heavy bottom end to it. Rick Rubin produced it, which is kind of surprising because it does have a real thick, you hate to use the word grungy, because it came out in the grunge era. It wasn't really grunge, but it definitely wasn't that slick production you're used to from the 80s. And, you know, came out the first song, Nobody Said It Was Easy. The title track was out. I remember seeing this video, and I was at a party or something like that, and it really caught my attention. Kind of I don't know, Skinner meets AC/DC. You know, pick your influences there. But it definitely had a cool sound. Rockin' Is My Business is still, it's kind of had a cult classic following. I know the band Alabama Thunder Pussy covered it as well. It's still a song you hear once in a while. Not so much on classic rock radio, although it probably should be. It really has that kind of vibe. But this band had all kinds of trouble. Ken Starr, you know, they finally gave him the boot. Did I call him Ken Starr? Yeah, I did. Frank Starr. Ken Starr was like some prosecutor guy. Anyway, Frank Starr, after he was released from prison, he ended up getting killed by a drunk driver in 1995. For a brief time, Ron Young, who had been in Little Caesar, and a good replacement for Frank C. Starr, definitely fit the mold of the band. He replaced him, but by that time, you know, we're looking at into the 90s, and grunge and alternative had pretty much taken over, so the band kind of went to the underground. And really, they've done a few things with some lost tapes or something like that, but really aren't around in any capacity. And Haggis has moved on. I think he's pre-med or something like that, so pretty crazy. But I'll tell you what, it's a great record. You know, there's the two songs that are obviously the standouts, and there's some that are, you know, they really are very classic rock, southern rock sounding. You know, I don't know if a ton of 80s people were into the band because some of it was a little too bluesy. You know, more fans of Skinner would be into it. But it's definitely a great record that's aged very well. I think you can still put this one in, put it next to a lot of these stoner rock bands that are out there now, and it fits. It fits real well. You know, I'm thinking of bands like Throttle Rod is a band that comes to mind, but there's a lot of them. That heavy southern rock feel. So definitely pick up the Four Horsemen. Nobody Said It Was Easy. You will not be disappointed in this one. That's another rock hard tale of the tape, best of cassettes. See you next time.